lot of chaos on this map. Look for the control of the map, though. You can really make this chaos seem a little more simple. It's not such a hurricane of madness. It can really be just a spicy map with lots of routes you can take. Slasher, a man who's been having a lot of fun in Hardpoint this season. The return of the mighty Litigo. Can he keep his success going so far here in the Black Ops season? Major 1 just around the corner. Second place at minor 1 chance. I think a big disappointment for them. But this series, an important one indeed. Let's get into it.
And maybe look for Slasher to play a little bit quicker at 2.7 kills per 10 minutes. That's the entire map, so he's going to need to get a touch more active, but there he is popping up in the kill feed. He's covered for the next 10, ladies and gentlemen. He is there, and Vivid is there in time. So clean opening break for the Ravens. They certainly have more repetitions on this map compared to Boston. Breacher 0-1 on it. Meanwhile, Ravens have played it, well, this is their 6th time. So you know they're heads up. You know they're making the flank plays. Gwen behind enemy lines here for at least 1.
He got a sweet spawn as well. Awakening there for it. Good for the next 10 and maybe laugh out loud. Vivid, he's got the backlines covered, so P2 sweet for now. If you are a member of the Royal Ravens, you're a happy person, especially with Vivid chucking peaches like that. Whoa, Snoopy's damage at range there was so big. He's still alive and on the run still. Vivid and Slasher left one of their kills. Snoopy's run continuing as he makes his way across map. He's going to be an issue to deal with in a moment. Tej all over it, finally brings him down. A little bit of help from his friends there as the battle for P2 has begun. It is over, it is won. The Ravens have got it.
Yeah, getting that kill on Snoopy was no issue for Tej. Only issues he's having is the protest in Charlotte, but there's a lot going on in my home state. The only thing happened on this P2 is Carolina locking it down. Everybody pushed out in the right spots, right guns for the right job. AR's watching the wings. As long as you get these close quarter combat kills, Vivid on point for there. Just going to slow down the rest of the players. And Gwen, full sends. Maybe that's just going to buy his teammates a little bit of time, but maybe he bite off more than you can chew. Tej by himself on time, doesn't need no help. He ain't crumbling yet.
Ain't crumbling nothing. That was a high calorie play. Nice big 2-piece. He's going to gobble them up. And now back over to his teammates. Final 15 seconds on P2, and it's looking fantastic for the Ravens. No one's getting out. No one's getting in. If they can battle their way towards Kitchen, that's all good. And mid-map seems to be the place. No one's watched this. So if they hit this fast enough, they might be able to get involved. Snoop's in the feed. Still the time to the Ravens.
Interesting gunfights too. It's a decision-making process, right? You and Gwen want to work the back spawns. Well, maybe not now. Awakening's going to lock it down. So Pierce from a different direction. Vivid continues to be on point with his frag grenades. That's the 2nd kill he's gotten that way so far in this map. But nonetheless, the hold for Boston completely on point. They have not yet reached this hill.
Oh, yeah. Get it? Breached. Oh, there we go. Broken down. Soaring in. Snoop's trying to make a case for it, but he and TJ and Vivid. Okay, that's nice looks out of Vivid. Purge. Lovely coverage from his boys. Good Omni movement. Nades, though, as endless onslaught here from the Ravens. Perfect flanks, picking them all up. Flip spawns perfectly. Looking towards the new hill as well.
I mean, you just had Carolina. They jumped all over this time. TJ gives you 2. You get a clean break on the point. But how about Vivid? 14-7. So you and Vivid, when he was running an SMG, was far and away the fastest player we had in the game. Obviously, now that he's running the aims more often than not, his pace is being slowed down, and he's just the guy we're sort of waiting to find himself in this role, because guys like Gwen doing their thing. 2-piece on the new time, a 4-man wipe on the board, and this is Carolina Ravens running away with Skyline.
Completely undressed the entire play there. Oh, wow. Crisp shirts, crisp shots on the inside of closet. No one picks up the backline though, and Vivid gets there a little too late. So Purge on the break, Boston with the time. Nice set of kills across the map as well. That is a lovely 15 to 20 they should gain here before any action starts.
Yeah, a necessary moment. So shout out to Purge for that one, finding the big 2 and really just finding that little line of sight just like that one. There to take down Tej, and now Ravens having to get a little bit scrappy. I mean, they outplayed him on the first 3 hills, had a beautiful P2, broke him down, but he get bullied on the P4 setup in Boston. Opportunities now in this game. They've stabilized, and their kills starting to flow just a little bit more. Snoopy able to shred down low, has every gun he needs, and where he drops, Awakening there to pick him up. Breach found their form. Still, though, a 30-point deficit in this game. Ravens in control.
Yeah, Breach looking a lot happier in these scrappy moments. They want to get up close and personal. That's where Purge finds himself. Nice shots out of Snoopy as well. Everyone is starting to get going here on Boston Breach. Backline covered here for P2. Gwyn playing the long game. Snoopy does not read that in the slightest, and with that, you are going to see a bit of pressure now towards the left-hand side of the minimap. Yes, spawns have flipped. It's a great moment here for the Ravens. They're going to find themselves a lot happier going into P2.
And shout out Gwyn as well. He is 2 for 2 on P2, securing those spawns. And I mean, he's setting his teammates up, but his teammates need to help him out. He's going to get taken away from the time in Boston. I mean, this final 15 on P1 is scrap time worth fighting for. TJ wants to take it from you. How about those sprinkles on that cookie right there? Now you get the shots down range. Give him the sprinkles, give him the icing, and give him the P2 rotation again.
Can't see it with the original glaze. My goodness. 120 to leads 96. Boston Breach still fighting for the back. Tej in the feed wants to get him. Gwyn. Nothing vegan about this, boys. It is beef either side. Nice into the... Ooh, Snoop at the back finds 2. Awakening gets his 3 dead. Slasher's got to do something about it. No, he's on a diet. Tough work. As there you go. Breach are in. Breach with the time.
Yeah, battle of the SMGs right now. TJ was setting you up on the time, and maybe even Gwyn before that, but Snoopy doing it all himself. That's a huge moment, make no mistake, because the P2 Carolina full 60 last go around. Now they're dealing with Snoopy, who might as well be a Raven flying like that. A clean 4 down, and now he gets the freedom. Push out, find the freebies. It is a spot for the men that like to play for kills, and Snoopy, one of the best at it.
Ooh, you can't get any more out of it, though. It's TJ. Only sitting at 18 and 18, but those kills look good. Lead change, folks. Massive turnaround here. Boston Breach have come alive. It was a slow-ish start, and the Ravens, they came out flapping, but now they're on the spit roast, my friends, and it is not looking that tasty. Kitchen, though, rocking and roaring so far. Cammy can get in. Can he get 2? He somehow can. Massive work from Cammy. Hardpoint now in contest.
It's just one of those bailout 2 pieces. You don't get that. You don't get traded, and the pressure stays up there from Raven. So Boston taken away from you at the right moment. They're in control of time.
Here we go. They're in control of time. Quick moment now for us to dive in for the listening. See how they hold.
Yeah, yo, left side. Table. Teach on time. Bar. Nice. More on tight. Deep right. One shot. Yeah, deep right. All good. Yo, deep right. Nice show. Good on tight. Nice. Take your time. Everyone relax. Slow down now. In the back, slasher dead. Nice. One more shot. Top. I heard you. I'm playing this with you. Top. Yeah, I'm back now. I'm close. Weak. He's in shower. All through there. Give me wood wall. He's already top, Teach. He's dropped down. He's on time, Teach. Find the hot tub. Main new, Teach. Nice. Let's see top piano, Reese, top piano, boys. Reese is holding top piano. Then top piano. Nice, Reese was up top, yeah, but it was Reese. Nice, all 4 boys. Where are this one?
This one in P2 versus I'm it so hard, bro. I gotta play front bed, bro. I'm in a dark spot.
Yeah.
I got
a trophy on time, bro. Yeah.
What a comeback, boys and girls. I didn't understand too much of the comms, but who cares when you got over 200 points now?
And they flip the switch, man. The kills just incredibly flow in their direction. Now Awakening might be neg 4, but he's still picking up the 2 pieces left and right. And this is the first time they have stopped Gwyn from flipping the spawns towards P2. So they are in control of the game. They might not be in control of the time, but those spawns for New and Snoopy, an impossible force to get past. 32 kills. He's caught up to Vivid. What a meteoric start in Boston right now. Just take care of business. You're here to P2 first. You don't necessarily have a dream setup for the moment, but with KB pushed out desk, he's gonna buy you some time.
Yeah, a little bit of time. I mean, we're running out of it though. Ravens, you're far from out of the woods. Purge, good coverage. Spots out the 2 players down low. Maybe not, actually. He's gone upstairs. A bit of a pinch now. Can he find anything? No. TJ and Vivid are in. What a break. And when you sorely needed it, Cammy, last-ditch attempt. Can he help his boys get into this one? It might work out. They're on the foot race through mid. Here comes the end of the point. Cammy finds 2. Could it be 3 on the break? His boys are in, and that's a massive moment.
Well timed and well played. He was just able to find the route through, and Boston can win the skyline here. A slow start, but they got the hot hand, and nobody's getting through now. You're going to flood through Piano. TJ from up top, Slasher from down low. Last-ditch effort just to contest, and Carolina Ravens win the gunfights in time. They bought a lifeline to go towards New, but 5 seconds in Boston take the first map.
Good luck. Have fun, folks. Snoopy, the cutoff's there. The hard point in contest, but it's your boy Awakening. Boston Breach. A tremendous comeback on Skyline Hardpoint in map 1.
Yeah, good shout out on the desk, acknowledging that the Hardpoint game from Carolina Ravens has slowed down just a touch. A 2-4 record now that they have on Skyline, but that is 4 losses in a row. Starting to get bullied out, not quite able to find their form, and some stunned looks on the players as well. I mean, Vivid gave you everything for the first half, and then that first P4 they had got broken down a little bit. Could have had a 100-point lead, but instead, Boston closed the gap, and then they start making the plays over towards P2. Snoopy having a field day.
Yeah, with a lot of kills from Snoopy as well. Well, good stuff. Starting things off with a bang. Snoopy 35 and 30, 32-29 from Purge. Cammy 31-20. Everyone was cooking except for Awakening. But even then, he did so much hardpoint time as well. Massive stuff. Carolina Royal Ravens, though, a little bit of soul searching to do, lads. You started things off so well in the league, while still technically our top spot as far as points go. They're starting to slip in the form. It's not to say this series is done and over, but I'm starting to get worried, mate. I'm starting to freak out just a little. Maybe it's my old age, but I'm starting to lose it. Here we go. The highlights of this one. Mostly Boston Breach as they were frying.
Well, it's like a first half, second half kind of deal, right? First half, it was Ravens because you can see the lead that they built up. 100 points to 30, had the right side spawns for P4. Everything was going great, but it was a moment where Purge was just able to sort of fight his way through, and that was just the spark that Boston needed. Once they got back in control of the game, they were making plays like this where Snoopy just rips the spawns from you, and unfortunate for Carolina, everybody dies at the exact same time, and then once Snoopy was allowed to fly, if you're paying attention to the kills column, he just starts to take over. And one of the more interesting stats that Nameless touched on the desk is that Purge leading the damage for this squad, which is unexpected, but even in this game, over 2 minutes in the hill, and his kill output was also insane. So Purge so far has been having himself a year.
Yeah, Purge, I mean, ever since he joined the league, has been a very, very interesting player to watch. And yeah, we told you folks, a lot of the highlights are going to be Boston. We were not kidding. That's a superb way to start the series for them. And again, Major 1, incredible implications on the line. You do not want to be going down here against the Ravens. The strength of schedule they have. Some tough opponents on the road to Madrid. Search and Destroy on its way. We're going to get a double dose of Hacienda. And again, the Ravens, a decent start, man. I mean, that P1 and P2 was absolutely stupendous. But after that, it was a very, very slow descent. Surviving off of scrap before that meteoric rise, you called it, Boston, halfway through. Great stuff from them. They're going to sit that 250 to 198 map 1 in the bag, folks. Hacienda on its way. If we have to go the distance, Vault and red card, that should be a lot of fun if we do. But another Hacienda control chance. Plenty of those today. Thoroughly enjoying watching it. It's actually been a very welcome addition to the league. I think I got sick of just watching Vault. I think we all did. Too many Vaults. Back to back to back to back to back. What, 6, 7 in a row? Probably more than that. Very, very exciting to see a bit more Hacienda here. And find out, the sort of the state of play then, what we're going for more defensive heavy maps. It's a lot of offensive rounds. We've seen one today alone. So yeah, very, very interesting to see more Hacienda, please, folks.
It's going to be a fun time. I feel like Hacienda Control is one of those maps that it really forces you to play the game with your team. So if you're solo queuing and ranked, it can be absolutely miserable. But if you're at the pro level, and especially when everybody's coming at the same time, you can actually control the pushes, understand what's going to be open. You can lock things down. So it'll be fun to see. It's just a map where teams are going to be able to build clear-cut advantages. Some teams are just going to be horrific at it, and it's going to need to be a permanent ban. And that's why some teams are having to play your protocol controls wasn't getting in the mix. But these two teams going to be doing the old college try. We get to see for the map number 3 and Hacienda for map number 2 as well. In a fun battle we are going to have because both of these teams will bring their aces for the S&D. Ravens have been hot. They have taken turns having pop-out performances. Everybody get involved. I know Vivid's sort of the player on Carolina that we're waiting to step up specifically in this game mode. He was finding his form just a little bit map number 1, and certainly a player we have high expectations for to make those improvements. And on the flip side, though, trying to stop the bleeding. The 2-loss spree there from Boston, but a 5-5 record overall. Guys are solid. They will make good plays, and they do have that clutch potential as well. So they're going to bring a battle.
Yeah, 2 in a row is nothing crazy for Boston. But at the same time, yeah, it's more about a confidence thing. You start to lose more than 2, 3, 4. And then before you know it, you're like, wow, we're bad at search. And then you're dreading every series. TJ Manu does not dread search and destroy. 1.26 overall in the season. He is a demon, folks. Bomb in hand. Vivid will be the man with it. Let's see what you got on Hacienda Ravens.
Straight through the middle of the map as well. We saw them do this a lot on the defensive end last time they played the map, and here's DJ. I mean, just walking through for free over towards the B site. And once you get this bomb down, I mean, he's in prime position. He's got office control. This should make your life easy. Meanwhile, on the flank, a lot of players getting active, so it's actually Purge that gets the first blood. And you need to get these trades, but Gwen just has to get out with his life, and no bomb plan either. Carolina, they're taking their time.
Fast moves here. Purge. Oh, wow. Gwen is so hard to deal with. We lose the bomb carrier in the middle of the map, though. Cammy finds it. Time in here for... Woo! Sneaky Tej. Grabs the bomb, dives on out. Sorry, Gwyn. Over to the bomb site. Purge is in position to possibly stop this. He doesn't. A big old wrap and a bomb plant. Man advantage Boston.
Well, he knows they went mid or towards the back spawn, and you got Cammy cutting off mid. So you've trapped both of these players. You know what section of the map you're dealing with. Keep your guns up, and should be easy. But there's the middle of the map getting opened up, and they're trying to capitalize. Problem is, bombs down, but Boston not hopping it. Things are going to get squirrely.
It's very much so. Teach checks. No one there. Hey, it's not a person. That is. Nice wins. Gwyn, 1v1. You should be good, mate. You know where he's going to be as long as that barrel isn't sticking out. And let me tell you, boys, sometimes it sticks out. That's it. That's the round. Lovely stuff out of the Ravens in round 1. Little do-si-do around the site. Good stuff out of Gwyn.
That's a huge reposition as well. Think about the round that Gwyn just had. He trades out a kill over towards Secret, and then he proceeds to just get hunted down. So he goes for Bobby, wraps through Lambo, goes to Rock Hall. He just does a tour of the entire map, but a hell of a clutch there in the 2 versus 3 for Gwyn as well. The second that he caught Cammy towards the middle of the map opens up the potential for them to capitalize, and they absolutely deliver. That's a moment for Boston where they drop the ball. If you paid attention to the stats at the start, their conversion rate when they get the first bloods is actually huge. They falter in that moment.
Tremendous stuff. I wonder how much damage Gwyn took that round. More than his fair share. Opening exchange of gunfire, not a whole lot of damage dealt. Plenty of presence towards the B-bomb site, though, right now for Boston Breach. T just making a bit of a route for this one. Tagged up. Will he get away with his life? Yeah, he will. Awakening finally pins him down, takes care of business. That is that. Bomb planted as well. And a tough spot to be in for the Ravens on retake. Oh, hi.
Awakening hiding down low. He's just going to be wasting their time, and Gwyn, stun and nade in hand, doesn't use either to try to root this man out. In the feed, though, Gwyn does win the gunfight, but he's going to have to 1v4. And with bomb down and this little time on the clock, if you're 4-0, you're playing for the cruise.
Yeah, good luck, mate. It's going to take him 20 seconds to get across. This is not a fun one. 15 seconds. Gwyn's 4 spree will probably keep that alive for now. He's halfway towards the Hellstorm, so any kills he gets are great. Still sitting pretty with the RC going into round 3. But that's going to be that. Tough one there from the Ravens. First blood certainly didn't help out. Vivid. A rock on a hard place, literally. Caused him problems. Good stuff, Boston.
Yeah, and shout out to Awakening for the first blood as well. It seemed like TJ for a brief moment was like, I got away with my life. I can't be like poking my head up through like the mid door because they're going to kill me. So he jumps over the little ledge and it goes, oh yeah, Awakening can just see me from here. So free first blood. And that's an example of Boston. When they get the first bloods, typically they can dominate these rounds. Great on the conversion front. So I'd say for Carolina, try to get a little bit spicy. They like to get active at the start of the rounds. They will just run through mid, but Gwyn, he's playing for a trap, just like TJ, looking for some info, but I don't know if he got much. He only knows about one player, and Boston are prowling these hallways. They've taken complete control.
We've got a lot of space to work with. A little more stagnant on the hit now of Ravens. Teach and Slasher, the players most pushed up. Now Snoopy. Ian Purge, they run into an errant TJ who finds a pair. That is a nice bit of work. Ravens with a huge advantage.
Just another 2 for Tej. Love the help rolling through as well. And why not give him the ace? TJ has 2 aces, I believe, on the year already. And his teammates are going to let him down. But maybe more important is the fact that Gwyn, well, still might be playing for that cruise missile. So TJ wins the round, sets up his boy to keep working on the cruise. And Ravens have a couple different tools they're able to play with so far in this S&D. A good time so far on Hacienda.
It's TJ's 2. Here comes the slide into Snoopy. The tiniest of sight lines on him there. And Cammy was essentially free. But that second kill on Snoopy, very impressive.
And just to appreciate Vivid as well in those moments and Respawn at S&D, if there's an opportunity for him to get active in the play, he's there for the trades and to help the squad. So it might be 0-2, but certainly has a few more in the EKIA, just like Dwayne has a few more in front of him. Not getting a cruise missile like that. They sent him on a solo mission to die. Boston for the first blood.
Yeah. Absolute mortality rate there in that mission for Gwyn. Killer Cam caught out. It's a nice 4 in a row right now for TJ. 5-2 overall. Slash just having a party with a bomb site. Vivid, you saw everything. The great eye. And he might be in trouble here. Nice shots. Snoopy's going for it. Finally gets brought down as he literally gets buried into the earth. Purge. Ooh, nice shots into TJ. It all comes down to Slasher, who unfortunately gets to the bomb site a little too late. They've already gone away.
It's a chaos round. This trade just end up paying off. Credit to Purge for giving you that little bit extra, and we test the clutch of Slasher. One of the best S&D players of all time, and it might fall into his lap, or he'll do all the damage. No dice. The gunny for Boston on point.
We got a replay of that. And even better yet, we're going to see it from Snoopy's POV. The opening shots, and what an unbelievable snap from Snoopy. Again, it looks all the more impressive in slow motion. Wow. This is it from Slash's POV. And I just can't
only
believe...
we had hit markers. Like,
We can see how many shots he managed to land in a Purge at the very least, but Snoopy, what, the gun was up and ready. Reach. Special stuff today as the equalizer's found there, and Snoopy on a 2.
The power is sticking together. I thought for a moment that was about to be the freest 2-piece, but here's the bomb. For free, over towards B. Carolina, though, have always played it so slow. They want the picks, but maybe with noise being made at the A site. I mean, TJ's cleared it. Another first blood for Boston. I mean, I think that's 4 out of 5 rounds, but TJ's at least found his home, but he also finds Death Awakening. Reads at that time. 2v4 for Carolina. They're getting shut down.
They are getting shut down real bad. I think you're giving a lot here. Purge is about to send around the corner. Damage dealt, and it is toast. Slasher can't get a second. It's the submachine guns of Boston Breach that rip and tear the Ravens to pieces. 3-2.
And they're just going for the similar strat, right? Get TJ through the site, let them get that off his control. But Boston just make a very simple adjustment. They're leaving the pressure open. They know what Carolina like to do when that section of the map is free. So they capitalize off of it and they continue just to rack up the first bloods. Again, 4 out of 5. Purge is giving you a pair. And Breach on a tear.
Bars.
Shout out Dr. Seuss, you know?
Ravens, a couple of rounds that I feel like would have gone much better for them had you not been sort of obliterated in the 1v1s. But we'll find out what happens this time. 2-2, 2 to B, 2 through mid. Top hallway, Gwyn takes Awakening way out of the question, as is Purge. The shoe is certainly on the other foot right now. Whatever the brand of the shoe, it matters not. Snoopy, he is soaring, and another free Slasher who seemingly has less health than everyone else today.
Yeah, he's having a tough go of it, but either way, you still have the man advantage. Snoopy, though, is just dancing around. Him and Cammy trying to work together. Carolina, though, well, they got the drop on one of them. Those are tags in. Vivid should be here for the trades. Vivid gets one. I believe it was TJ that gets the other. And Carolina, they adjust. Instead of running it down with the Jackals through the hallways and continuing to get caught, Gwyn pulls out and aims, and it's actually him that was here for the final kill, and it was him that was there for the first blood. So had a hot start. Things start to go awry. Makes the adjustment. Simple S&D, but a beautiful thing to see.
There's a couple of times where Slash's facial expressions, I mean, they look like, These gunfights are over before they even start. 1 and 5 so far for him, and I would expect that to change. You called it perfectly before he got knocked out in the 2v1. One of the greatest S&D players we have. Over towards the A zone we go, boys.
Look at the, yeah, Gwyn's getting the info from the footsteps above. They're kicking up dust, so he knows players are going to be roaming the top hallways. That means dark, and that means you cannot get the plant off. And TJ can't get the first blood, and Slasher is just free right now for Snoopy.
It's unbelievable. Snoopy gets Gwyn as well. You are toast, Vivid. The boys hit the double dive. Boston with another bang out.
Dude, and just another first blood. Purge is continuing to collect, and he's taking scalps as well. He's getting these bloods on different players every time. So he's the setup, and Snoopy is the man to knock you down. 8 and 3 as well, and anytime he shoots at Slasher, it's not a gun, it's a delete button.
It's really weird, man. I mean, we see Slasher for like a fraction of a second, and he's instantly dead every time. I'm not kidding. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days you're like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead again. I show myself for a fact, like literally a second, and I'm dead. Tough scenes. It's only a round advantage right now for Boston, but when they win those rounds, my goodness, they are decisive. A lot of love through the middle of the map. 3 players upstairs right now for the Ravens. Are they going to run into Snoopy and Dark? We saw one. The question is no. That might be a free A plant. Howdy. Teach first blood.
Yeah, finally a battle on that front. Carolina, a necessity to capitalize on this round. Great damage as well. TJ, the wrecking ball, might just seal the deal. Slasher, revenge on Snoopy, and he's there to get 2. He did not need to hire Lucy to pull the rug out from under him. He's able to do himself, but shout out Tej for the 2 in that round.
I mean, the first one was nice. The second one on the player escaping the bomb site as well. Very, very handy indeed. You give up A, you immediately hit it after the plant goes down. Nice timing from the Ravens, paid off for him. Will it pull off again? 4-4 here in map 2.
How about like a default A setup for Carolina, but they send someone through Lambo to like late flank their own rock hall, and when Gwyn's down low and sees the steps above, you just pinch those guys.
There's the play.
Something like it, maybe. We'll see what happens.
Hey, maybe. Huge opening damage from both sides. 3 players there for Boston upstairs. And TJ, he can feel it. He wants to hit. He's dodged right past the player on the inside of tin, and he is going straight for Snoopy. Trying to create the noise, trying to create the opportunity for Vivid. Makes just that. Enough noise to get the job done. Boston are bleeding out this round.
They have a interesting setup, though. You do have Cammy sort of behind enemy lines over towards A. Awakening is going to be able to get info over towards B, but you do not want to let this bomb go down. You want to find a pick and maybe catch a guy planning. So opportunities here, but Carolina, they're not going for the play until they get a little bit of info. They got it on Awakening, and they get the drop. Perfectly played by TJ again. One of the best S&D players we have right now in Black Ops 6, and they're going to be there for the final kills as well. Perfectly orchestrated round. Carolina dominate the hallways. They took control, and that is where Boston have had the most success. They took it from them.
I enjoyed the when you find yourself in that 2v4 situation. Boston boys basically split up. They're like, all right, try to catch somebody running around, try to catch somebody making their way to a bomb site. Awakening backs all the way up to the boathouse, seeing if anyone was going to come down through that back spawn area, and TJ just plays it so perfectly. Reach. Starting to look a little shaky here. Losing these opening gunfights, finding themselves in nearly unwinnable spots. Map point Ravens, here we go. One more to tie it all up.
And can that catch Cammy? No, Cammy's playing deep well, so no nades hitting off the rip. And Awakening easy reads there on Gwyn. They were posted ready for that mid-map aggression. So the defense play has been shut down, but I mean, they're just right back after it. Middle of the map's been given up, so now TJ actually getting good timing. Vivid finds a pick. TJ's behind enemy lines, and Slasher just needs to live.
Easier said than done. Purge is on him straight away. Tej. Here we go. He and Vivid line him up. Knock them down as quickly as they can. They both win their individual fights rapidly. So now we're down to Purge. Purge is a 2v1 to force the round 11. Bomb is down at B as well.
He's going to clear out Office because they're going to think they have bomb down, or they know, but Office is left open. Those two Carolina players are gone, and now Purge has no intel. He just knows he has to go pick up that bomb.
He's moving fast, though. Good news. The Ravens, they've gone the other way around, so this might work out fantastically. They are on the hunt. Doubling back in a moment. Purge, get your gun up at the ready, son. Timing of this will be sensational. Oh, my word. The gunny! Oh, he finds one. The Ravens secure it. We tied up 1-1 after some shenanigans and a curse from the COD gods. Slasher unable to buy a moment's respite. Breach, you look so good in the first map, but on our first half of this Hacienda throwdown, they lose it. Over to Control we go.
And ultimately for me, I think the biggest difference maker is Boston. Typically a team, when they get the first bloods, incredibly consistent about winning the round. They had two different 3v4s in that one that slipped, including that final dagger. Gwyn and TJ working together was on point early on, and then TJ and Vivid later on were completely on point as well. So they were taking turns, but in spite of Purge's best efforts, 4 first bloods he was able to give you. They were 6-4 against Carolina in that category, but the clutches tell the tale, and Ravens able to make things mixy. Happy to be staying on Hacienda, and as expected, a battle of a series so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We expected a good one. And again, high stakes, folks, moments. Hacienda Control coming up, and we will be seeing that Vault Hardpoint at the very least. A red card S&D if we've got to get a 5, which, I mean, could definitely happen.
Should.
Well, we should, right? We should. Shouldn't we, Desk? We should go to a game 5 here. Come on.
I think we might as well stay here. I mean, we've had, what, 3 games? 3 1-1 ties at the half. It's been tight matches all day. Allie, let's break down what we saw, though, in this most recent game, because TJ is consistently dropping some bombs on us. Another double-digit performance from the young man.
Dude, he is unreal in Search and Destroy. But like, just to go all the way back to map 1 where it started, like, Carolina Royal Ravens had a really strong start in this Hardpoint. I was thinking, oh man, you know what? This is a 3-0. Like, I don't think a lot of us are gonna complain. But then Boston Breach in the second set of rotations, their breaks were unreal, especially on the money hills. It was that second set of rotations on that first P2, they got the break, and then that following P4, they got the break, where Carolina Royal Ravens should have ran away with like 30-40.
Yeah, it was a big moment too, because they broke from the front, and you saw like Cammy had a huge gunfight on Slasher. Slasher was back umbrella. Cammy just kind of rips him, and then from there, like, Snoopy was just having a field day on this map. I mean, the guy had 4,500 damage almost, just lighting it up. And it's great that we've been highlighting him, because like, this guy is so much more comfortable. And keep in mind how important this match is to him. After teaming with Slasher last year, butting heads a little bit, now he's finding more success, so he really wants to win.
And he's been beaming them in the 1v1s. Like, he is winning most of the battles that we've caught on camera. Snoopy and Boston vibing after the first Hardpoint, but Slasher and friends regain as they take Search and Destroy. Let's take a look at that Search and Destroy, as Hacienda has been in the mix for about 3 weeks now amongst the pros. How do we feel about the performance from the Royal Ravens? They have another dose of Hacienda coming up for game 3.
I feel like it was a solid performance. These two teams just match each other incredibly well in Search and Destroy. And on Hacienda, it's a little awkward because both of these teams really struggle on getting the bomb down. But for Carolina, once they do get that plant, they're winning 65% of the time. But we didn't see a lot of objective play, I felt like, in this map number 2. It was a lot more just getting control of those top hallways and battling out the trades.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta say, I've been loving Hacienda Search and Destroy. There's just so many different strategies that you can do on this map. Like, the bombs are pretty far away, so you can't just instant wrap back and forth, and obviously you can establish middle control. So it's just been a cerebral battle of these teams. And can I just say, I feel so bad for Purge, guys.
Yeah.
Versus Optic, obviously they lose a nail biter, and he has 4 first bloods. And then in this one, they lose another close one, and he has 4 first bloods. If there's anything that you need to do when you play this map against Breach, it is to shut down Purge.
And to make that even more frustrating for Boston aside of Search and Destroy, like, they can't buy a first blood on defense. They're worse than the league at it, and they're not good at retaking either. So even if they do have the numbers, they're not very strong. So when Purge is going above and beyond for the team, getting 4 first bloods to try and get them on the board, like, there's a bigger issue.
1-1 at the half. We got another respawn coming up. Boston took the first one, but how do they fare in control, Allie? I know you've been diving into the numbers. Who has the statistical advantage on the new map, Hacienda?
I'd say both teams are kind of head-to-head. We haven't seen Boston do very well in Hacienda, at least in control, just yet. They prefer protocol, if anything, is 2-0. So for them, I think this is a little bit of a limit test.
Nameless, what are the chances that I go 3-0 today with a Boston win?
I mean, 50%.
Okay. It's a toss-up. I'll take it. Good enough for us here at the desk. I think it's time to get into this matchup. Final thought before we go.
I think Snoopy's going to keep going crazy.
Snoopy's going to keep going crazy. I dropped my headset, so I think everything's working.
guys
Let's
in a
send it
game
over to the
5.
casters. Let's do it.
We got you, Chris. We'll find that headset during the break as well. But yeah, 50-50 chance Boston win this one, right? Never tell me the odds, man. Never. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. It doesn't make a difference. I think Snoopy will continue to go crazy, though. That first respawn was ideal. Again, Hacienda chance. Just collecting data. We're here accumulating information. Who's the Don of Hacienda? Is it one of these two?
I mean, interesting question. I feel like we've yet to see, like on the defensive end, we've seen some solid spawn traps, and we've had a few spawn trap related moments on the offensive end, but we've just seen a ton of different things. Rounds being won in a bunch of different ways. Finally, in the last series with C9, we saw like a great sort of bounce between the 2 points on the attacking end and start to chain things together. So this is certainly a map that has a lot of style to it, or at least potential. And we'll see how it pans out. Obviously, these stats predominantly going to be on ball control. I think one protocol has slipped through for either team, but that's just the generic vibe leaning towards the Ravens. But this is a map, complete unknown quantity. And it's just going to be fun to see how they debate. Even for like the opening breaks, I'm always curious to see what teams are going to do, because we've seen a ton of different looks on that front as well.
Yeah, it's a kind of... Again, the main story of Hacienda is the time it takes to get to both zones when you're attacking. So the opening break's fascinating to watch. See what we're going to be getting out of the Ravens here. Looks like a lot of love downstairs. Yeah, 2-2. 2 down, 2 up. And we're going to A first. Okie dokie. 2 dead in the feed as well. And that's the bomb site.
Fun too. Yeah. I mean, it was like sort of a go towards A, but see where the kills come from. And Awakening ends up falling away. Gwen, he's just in the spot where you need to play your life, need to play for kills, and successful at that. Nice shots, nice move, doing a little dance. Can't quite finish it. Just needed more ammo. But as you pointed out, maybe it is A preferred over here for the side of Ravens. TJ just going to be roaming. They've left Vivid on the zone, and where he falls, I mean, you got reinforcements quick over towards the A zone. You get pressure on B as well. Carolina, they're trusting themselves and their teamwork. They're playing with options.
Oh, they were trying. I mean, the cut-off kills there from Cammy and Awakening are tremendous. Look at the gunny upstairs. Progress there towards B, though. We got 1 down halfway through it. Here comes Purge. Tried to Goomba stomp Gwyn, did not work out. He landed on his head, he got taken care of. Their second stake long gone. TJ eviscerates Cammy, and with that the capture continues. The B zone, last legs here. Can Snoopy save it?
Might be able to. Those are great shots to get him on the fence, and yeah, he's taken care of. That was a long life for TJ, staying up, basically solo capping this B zone, and you get caught throwing a nade, that'll be enough for Purge to walk away with one. In Carolina, back to maybe not their spawn, but square one as they're just slipping over towards this A zone. Another mixy mini map. They got players everywhere right now.
Yeah, they're keeping you very, very much on your toes, Boston, but they're doing a lovely job. Boston get there, they get the kills. And now Vivid starting to create a little bit of space. Teach desperately trying to finish what he started at B. Purge gets brought down by the reinforcements in the form of Gwyn. And here we go. The B zone, final contest. Snoopy's managed to save it again until it's Cammy to the rescue this time. We've focused our attention towards A for the Ravens, so now you have to worry about a war on 2 fronts once again, but a second segment secured. Objective masterclass right now.
I'm digging this, yeah, objective for sure, because they've been just using the B pressure to buy time to get the progress on the A zone, and you still need to at least capture one of them, but 2 ticks apiece and 30 seconds left. I mean, they're in a wonderful position to actually just win this game. I mean, dragging the attention of Boston 2 different directions, but you need to finalize these kills, or else you might just let this slip. And this might be a dagger moment for Boston to clutch up and still win this round.
Gwyn style, he's staying alive. Final 10 seconds. Here we go. You got to get yourself into one of these zones. A will be the one you can make it to by foot, the fastest. Nice shots onto Awakening. Anyone to get in the zone. Here we go onto A, and that's it. 3 seconds, pause. Snoopy finds a couple of big ones. Gwyn right back into it, and it's 6-6 on the life count. Onto B once again. Oh, Slasher can't stay alive, and that's the round. Tremendous effort from the Ravens. 2 segments remaining. But Boston managed to somehow stay alive, and they've had to catch their breath after that round.
That is a style that is just incredibly frustrating to deal with, because it's like players off spawn. You hear that sound go off and you know they're on the objective until you realize, well, TJ's been on B this whole time. They're going for the double cap. Where do we send our reinforcements? And for a long time, Boston struggling to actually get the kills and wipe them off the board. Eventually, they found their one good moment. It did not look back, but that is certainly an exhausting round. 4 ticks of progress as well. So on the objective front, at the very least, Carolina already good spot, just like at the start of the round, where they kill everyone but Cammy, and they want him dead.
Yeah, he's over by B. A little bit of an issue right now. Vivid got plenty of damage in, but woo, nice shots. Trade complete. Through vines comes a Snoopy. Out the map. Into Gwyn. Easy kill. My goodness. Cut him to pieces. Now to the B zone.
It's actually huge that Cammy gets the kill on Vivid too, because that's just one less man you have to deal with to work up towards this B zone. So little difference makers like that can go a long way. And now 1 tick of progress with 2 players on the zone. And while I'm getting confused, so are Boston. Wiped off the map. Carolina's defense is on the floor.
TJ's hit through the bottom side of the map. Absolutely pulls those attackers far away from their attention on tin, and they get pieced up. Big work. Tej on a nice life here. 2 kills, but those are tremendous. Eyes towards the open side of the top side of Mansion. Plenty of players on the move. Snoopy on the cross. Purge the second. Slasher down and out. 25 seconds.
Slasher, yeah, dude, he has half HP. I feel like he's fucking in every battle with 50. He's getting eviscerated.
I've never seen clappage like it. Thunder clappage. The weather is terrible. 21 lives either side, and now you're going all the way around the back. B zone secured. Vivid, you timed this quite well, but this is so awkward. There we go. 3 dead. Boston breach. Backs against the wall now.
I was shocked to find out that the gunfight Slasher wins against Snoopy is with a pistol of all things. So they can work of it there, and nice shots from Vivid as well, who's on a force spree, by the way, in the meantime. So keep Vivid in your prayers, because he's going to be dead. And now Carolina just need to make sure they keep this A zone under lock and key.
Shots like Gwyn. 14-9 for Gwyn. 13-9 for TJ. It's the subs here of the Ravens that are going wild. Fresh mags. Tej loaded for combat. No one's going to be home, though. Slasher, again, this position. Not a single soul making their way through the middle of the map. They're all going around the outside to try to get towards A. And Slasher in a great spot here to catch out Snoopy. Ha ha ha. Nice to get one back on him. Less than 30 to go.
Oh, and he's out as well. And his teammates pick up the kill. So you had Vivid that went on a 4 before he falls. Now TJ on a 5. We're not observer jinxing him here. His streak continues. A long way to go before he gets the cruise, but he's just done such an efficient job taking away the life count of Boston. And Boston, at least they're grouped up together. 8 seconds to go. You have to survive on the A zone that is completely exposed.
Not yet. Cammy's in. It's a common spot. And there's the manpower from the Ravens. Their defense reigns. And in a strange twist of fate, it's the subs that dom that map.
And credit to the objective work as well. In round number 1 for Carolina, there's still going to be an extra tick up. So whether the SMGs are frying and thriving on the defensive end, or they're just making things mixy on offense.
Woohoo.
He dies so fast.
He dies so... Is something wrong? Can we get a PC check? Is this... I mean, Slasher's definitely got less hit points than everyone else right now. And I think he's feeling... He's like, yeah, I'm doing my best, mate. I'm doing my best. It's one of those days, chat. It's one of those days.
Oh,
defense seems to be the... yeah, we'll hit something. We're going to be hitting B by the looks of things here off the rip on D. Which looks like defense seems to be a little more sound for both our teams.
For the moment, but again, Carolina playing with different ideas. So this is just a full-on B hit. Gwyn wins his towards the middle of the map, and at least he's just trying to stay alive. So the progress on B is going to commence. And Snoopy, as soon as he sort of like makes his presence known, and that's a guy like Gwyn might go on the hunt, or maybe you just stack it up together. Snoopy has just been left out of the picture. That's 2 ticks of progress. Now he's finally getting involved, but he's only got 1 teammate for the backup, so they nullify him completely in an instant B zone capture. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to work with to get this progress on the A zone.
They lose a single life in the attack on B. A wonderful, wonderful moment. And now Teach through the backline, trying to soften up these defenders and get some presence on towards A. They've got no IDs here, not a single soul on Boston as any awareness of this. Teach, oh dear, strikes a little awkwardly, but still gets the kill. Nice work. A few more to worry about through the middle of the map, and chasing red dots right now. Gwyn finds his. The second? No, Cammy there finds a 5th in a row. TJ eliminated as well. So back to back to square one. Drone board is still very much white at this point in time. No worries just yet.
Vivid really does have just an incredible shot, and he's able to find the 2 kills. Right now, you're just looking to catch all 4 and know what direction you're going to have to look, and Cam is just a player that needs to be traded in this moment. Gwyn's going to be hunting him down. Gwyn, who's the hunter? Who's the prey? Well, yeah, Gwyn is the answer to everything. And on the A zone, while the players might fall, keep in mind for Boston, they don't have any map space until Snoopy buys it for them. Able to stay alive and dance. This is where he's at his best, turning heads. Oh. TJ finally drops him, but his teammates, at least over towards Rock, have some middle map pressure.
That play made my hands hurt. On towards A now. It was a 2-man stack for a moment. Gwyn is now chilling up by the hop, Purge, and Snoopy from down low. Can they get anything out of this one? Snoopy, what a 2-piece. He is the zone saver every time you need him. Well, not every time, but you know what I'm saying. Pretty good. Here he comes over towards the top side of B. Doesn't get his kills that time round. Vivid still keeping the cap on A going. And an awkward fight, but a win. Over to Vivid. Teach. Top side of open. They get theirs. Now to stack it. Maybe not. 9-12 though. Ravens up in the kills.
Yeah, I was going to say 40 seconds on the clock, maybe not enough to get 9 kills, but if you ever get 1 man on this zone just to stop the clock, you can win this round 1 of 2 ways. Not the start you're looking for. No trades to be found. Slasher able to pick up 1, but the Carolina players really starting to feel the pressure. Boston, they have resolve on the defensive end, and Snoopy to give you 2 again. The savior in this round. Snoopy, he's been a 2-piece machine.
Ravens down in the kills. Snoopy catches another on a Vivid. Snoopy lining them up. No lives left for the Ravens. No time left for the Ravens. And they can't finish the capture on A. Wait a minute. It's not over yet. Awakening. Giga closes out a round.
I mean, we're having fun over here, just as this game is. Hacienda has proven that you can, again, a lot of creative looks that you have. We have seen 2 very different styles of offense being played just by Carolina. In both their rounds, they're doing completely different things, and they are pouring the pressure on. But Boston can handle the heat, and again, Snoopy, multiple times, he was able to pick up big 2 pieces to help you secure the round, and Cammy was putting in some serious work as well. Now, keep in mind on the tick front, where the objective stands, Carolina have put themselves in a fantastic spot for defense in the final round, but make no mistake, offense can be a powerful force, so Boston can win this game here.
They haven't been able to win an offensive round just yet. They've been looking good in the kill side of things, and again, Snoopy's going wild. 20-21, but he is finding those kills on the zone to save those moments, so huge stuff. Purge first blood, ideal, through the fences. Snoopy's there as well. Can you take care of Vivid? You got presence on B.
They're worried about the flank, but his Slasher's going to fall. And damage being done towards Platt. There's the trades rolling through. Good teamwork being shown off, but Gwyn gives you 2 an Awakening. Forced to back down and just eviscerated by the SMGs up close. You can see Carolina, they do not want this B zone to fall. They are protecting it with everything they've got, and so far, so good. Once again, players just sort of surrounding different sections of the map, and Snoopy crawls off the A zone to work over towards B, and look at how the mini-map has shifted. Now Boston dominating the lower section of the mini-map, and that's where the B zone's going to be. And there should be at least 2 men stacking as Purge playing for the spawners.
They've got so many numbers, yeah. Purge is way up front. I mean, unfortunately, there's no one here. This is all time he could have been stacked up, but The Ravens have dithered a little bit on the retake here. Awakening with the range. Gets some damage in. Vivid pulls him in and out. A very awkward moment. And now Snoopy left alone. The second segment's good. Cammy now reinforces, finding a kill somehow. And it's over to Slasher. Can they save this one? The big contest. Cammy, left, right. Wow, good night, says Gwyn.
And this is just a tough one to stay alive. Now, you do have a 3-life lead for the moment for Boston, but what does that really mean when you don't have any map pressure? They're working through Rock Hall, and maybe they're going to get it. Snoopy just shreds them. And now chasing for the trades. Handle Slasher, again, just dealt with the nightmare matchup in this series.
2 bullets, dude. I'm not even kidding. Less than 30 seconds to go. And we see a final round. Ravens will be on back-to-back defense unless anything can change in the next 28.8 frozen seconds, boys and girls. A massive contest. Cammy, nice moves. Right out into the fire. Looking for another. Where's the reinforcements? There's no one. Where was Gondor? Gondor was not here, but Snoopy sure as hell is. In through the back line. What a 2. The stun will not connect on the Gwyn. Oh, he's trying to take the sneaky roly moly, boys and girls. Snoopy, what is this?
Listen, you get the B zone, you should just win the round, right? Get the extra minute on the clock. You got a 4-life advantage, and Carolina, they're sending everything this direction, and they're gonna come out on top. They get the kills, and now for Boston, you only have 12 seconds in the round. You never went for a solo cap on A to slow the time down. Now you have to play the objective. Carolina, despite the lives, might be able to get this done.
Teach finds one from behind. It is Cammy alone on the point. Vivid should be able to pick him up. 3 down. That's the round. And final chance. What a sensational string of moments. Ravens, your objective prowess has purchased round 5. You do have defense again. But I feel like Boston are getting closer and closer to a win here, Chance.
Well, I gotta say, Carolina seems to be a little bit more heads up on the offensive side of things, just the way they played that first round. If Boston ever did that, just have the solo capture on A while just the insanity is breaking down on the B zone, because Carolina was so far down on lives, they have to fight for it. That was their win condition of not letting either zone go and just winning on time. If any player on Boston was able to sort of just buy him an extra 15, 20 seconds in the round, I think they'd win it, but maybe not a tool they have on the belt just yet. And because of that, they're going to be on offense for our final round.
As I say, I feel they're getting closer and closer. Awakening now gives his boys that bit much more space to get on towards the B zone. Nice job as well. You've got the manpower here to stack it. Awakening feels like something maybe up behind. No, that's not the case. It's the front line you got to be really worried about. Cammy is hoping for a miracle here with this off angle. He will not get it. TJ with a perfect shimmy on the stairwell. Awakening might be there for the trade, but it's not going to matter. B zone wide open now. Snoopy hoping for something out of that. Nice shots as well. Very, very slow cap on A.
I'd just like to be an AR player with getting tags on Snoopy and he runs past you. It is just not a fun. It is nightmare fuel, and Gwyn gets past, and that should be enough for the trades, or maybe enough for Snoopy to dance and play his life. 32 kills already. This man is hard to kill.
Oh, Slasher! What a nade! What a perfect moment. 3 dead. Awakening's kill on the top side of the map only, buys him a little bit more time. His boys have to fight their way forward. They have to get through Gwyn, who had a corner for a moment there, but a 3-man run now. Off spawn for breach. Looking to get themselves back on towards B. A single segment remains.
And unironically, maybe the nades have been the savior for Carolina, even just in this series. They've collected a ton, just as Gwyn is collecting heads. Rips Cammy there, but this B zone almost assuredly going to fall. And Snoopy wins the difficult gunfight, but again, the nades showing up to at least keep the life count close. But Boston, plenty of time to work with now for the A zone, and they got the pressure, and they just got 2 kills.
Oh my word, they got 2 kills. They got 2 players on the stack as well. Now Cammy holding it down. Oh, Slasher cuts down 1 from the top. Purge on the immediate trades. You've still got players in the zone. You've still got players on the capture. Final segment there. No crews. No nothing. No hope. Vivid's got to send it. Contest. Awakening. Finds them down, dead. That is the round. Buster Breach and his big wake again.
Doing him dirty. Laying down in the middle. Little offie there to take care of business. And nobody wins 3 defensive rounds in a row against the Boston Breach. You're right, Mouse. They were getting closer and closer every single time, and the final one effectively was dominant. I think Carolina Ravens just not able to match that pace. Snoopy remains incredibly difficult to kill. And all that pressure he bought Boston, well, bought him the dub. 2-1 lead in this series. And a little more comfortable now, but credit on the damage front and the kills front. Snoopy just did everything. 11 objective kills, near 4K damage, 16 of which were on the offensive end. But that is everybody for Boston contributing for that final round as well. Well-oiled machine of a team. Advantage in the series at that point.
The best Boston have looked, I would say, in the organization's history. Snoopy, what a fantastic Black Ops 6 he's having so far. Oh, Purge. Whoa, let's go, dude. Snoopy seems so hard to kill, so hard to track down, and once you get damage into him, I mean, it's almost like he gets that weird, what's that Warzone perk where you get increased movement speed while taking fire? Like, it's so hard to kill him, man. It's so tough. Those like out of map routes he takes are in tin. Great stuff though, Breach. I mean, the comms, they sounded a little wild and crazy when it came to the hardpoint to start things off, but I've got a feeling, man, they're feeling good. They're strong, a very capable team, extremely sound in the trust for one another. And the cohesion as a squad as well, man. I mean, when things get a little mixy, they just have each other when it matters.
And make no mistake, this is a huge series for Boston as well. The next two series they play in the qualifying stages going into Major 1, playing against LA Thieves and playing against Atlanta FaZe, neither of which is an easy match in the slightest. And while Carolina still have an undefeated record in qualifiers, I feel like Boston's a team that's sort of neck and neck with this squad, and you get that extra edge, you lock yourself up, which should be a really good seed going into the major. Try to carry that momentum, ride the high. The job's not finished. Still need to win another map. Back to Hardpoint we go, and it'll be a different style than the Skyline to be sure, but I think Boston are going to be very happy to see it because that's their map pick. They wanted the Vault.
Vault, you'll get it. Red card S&D, if we can do something about this respawn dominance that Boston Breach have got. But so far, 98, 3-2 there on Hacienda. It's all kind of working out, folks. So fantastic stuff here from Boston Breach. Fantastic stuff out of the Ravens. We'll see if they can bounce things back. Folks, there is a wonderful item in the Call of Duty store for those of you keeping up on the news, those of you in California. I'm in Los Angeles right now, and this has directly impacted me. It's had a huge influence on basically everything right now in my life. Call of Duty are doing a great thing in the wake of the devastating fires in LA, impacting our friends, colleagues, and residents of SoCal. They've added the LA Fire Relief Pack to Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone. 100% of the proceeds from the purchases of that pack go donated to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation and Direct Relief. I bought the skin today. It does look amazing. You get, I think, a SWAT skin, and you also get a AK skin in there. But that's not really what matters. Really, what does matter is the money from those packs goes to the LAFD Foundation and Direct Relief. And seriously, it's quite tough out here. I cannot lie. The air quality is genuinely dangerous. And those folks who have lost their homes to that insane fire, the Palisades and the Eaton fire, and some of the fires that are still raging, all the support and all the help is greatly appreciated, folks. Really, thank you very much. Grab the pack. It does look insane. It's a crazy skin, and it's for a fantastic cause. Chance, let's go play some Vault Hardpoint.
Got to get into the mix, man. Get back on those rotations, and I'm excited just to see a team actually hold down a P2 because I've been waiting for it all day long, but it'll be a while before we get there. TJ. That is a massive bottle he is working with. This man is relaxed, not feeling the pressure at all being down 2-1.
He's bringing the bubbles as well, mate. That's for damn sure. This should be, it should be a real treat. A fun one, folks. Boston have got the hot hand in the respawns. The Ravens, though, I mean, they got the standings. They've got the sort of faith, I feel like, for the fans. You had a fantastic finals against the Atlanta FaZe in Minor 1. You got taken to task there, but can you bounce back? Remember who you are. We'll find out just how strong this squad is. We'll force that red card S&D again as well if we can get to the game 5. But first and foremost, Vault Hardpoint.
You're looking for a bounce back map here from Slasher. Had a bit of a tough one on the Skyline, a bit of a tough one on the Hacienda. It does not help when he is just spawning in with less HP than everybody else, but maybe Vault will be where the tides turn. Certainly a map that is a bit more rotation heavy, a little more important in some of these moments, and a player like Slasher always going to be ahead of the game, so be on the lookout. But I just know for Boston, looking like an unstoppable force at times. Even a couple highlight plays already on the year from Snoopy in and around P4. The man can dance. Boston have come to play. They want to shut it down right here.
Right in, all 4 bodies. And now things get a little bit awkward. You're shoulder to shoulder, and I do believe there may have been some friendly fire there. Cammy, though, finds the first purge on a fantastic flank. 2-2 either side. Slasher flanks on flanks. And we're not talking stakes, boys and girls. That should be it. Ravens on top.
Hey, that's a long sort of battle. That was 25 seconds on the salvo just to sort of get control, and well, Carolina get it. They've left it open the P2 side of the map, though, so Cammy's going to be taking one route. Waking is going to be going up towards the hallway. You're trading out the kills, and you should secure the spawns as well unless Gwyn can save it. Minimaps have got to get wild. You got parallels rolling through, but Boston effectively come out on top. They'll have the P2 rotation. And admittedly, it's just a super tight game. It has been slay heavy for both of these teams. Not a ton of time collected, but now you got to pick up the route. Slasher, we talked about the importance of the rotational gunfights, and that's where he takes Snoopy down.
Behold, a P2 holds chance. Slasher brought down by Awakening makes the perfect reads. Up front, though, it's going to be Gwyn. Now the Ravens are in the hard point, and now the spawns towards the backside of Boston Breach. Nobody looking towards this one just yet. Purge looking for something. Picks up Vivid over towards the back door. We're going to go in a mo, but look at this coverage there from Boston Breach. You're giving up the time, but you're guaranteeing the kills. You're guaranteeing my ass. Finally, Awakening brings down Gwyn. What an unbelievable run.
Yeah, it just kept the play alive. It was him and TJ that had to work together to get the ARs back in the mix, and you got him here. That was the AR showing up in the feed for Carolina. You got Vivid for 2, Slasher for 2. Now you got Gwyn killing the reinforcements, and maybe not a perfect P2 hold, but all things considered, Carolina handled it perfectly. And credit to Slasher for kicking things off as well, winning the gunfight in the back, blocking those spawns, and creating the opportunity. And now it's the big man, Tej, up top. He knew where he was going to spawn. He pulls out an AR to make it happen, and he knows the importance of his life. He's got to stand off with Awakening, and it's a long-time battle.
Wins out Tej. As far as I'm concerned, you know, keeping it back, keeping it bay at that point is great. Here comes a two-man hit, Tej. Good shots. Not enough in a Snoopy, though. He nearly picked up the pair there. So that's a dangerous position right now. Snoopy's managed to secure Gwyn going into that side of the map as well. In the meantime, though, it's lovely hardpoint time out of Breach. Snoopy again, such a danger at close range. Quick reposition. He's got TJ thinking about the challenge.
And deja vu all over again. TJ was trying to pick his team up over towards this section of the map, but they kind of let him down a little bit. Weren't able to find the kills, and now he is desperate to stay alive. He's backing Snoopy down, but he's just going to get hunted. Purge there from the cleanup, rotating back towards the middle of the map. And while all that attention is on Tej, you'd think Carolina would have pressure on the map. No, not at all. Boston were collecting the time because Purge was on a spree. That is 6 in a row. That is a rotation gained. And except for those spawns, what the hell was that?
Well, he might be able to make something of it. Stay alive, Purge. Keep going. Whoa, okay. He's doing it all. Really trying. Cammy's there to pick up at least one. Gwyn. Oh, nice. The final bullet. Vivid, are you going to go down as well? As Cammy is moving in the backline here. Damage enough there to send in Purge for the kill. We'll take that. Again, Boston Breach. What a fantastic P4 so far.
Dude, Boston are everything right now. Purge has 14, they get 15. Why not gun him down and get a 2-piece on the cross? If not for gifts of spawns rolling through, Boston, frankly, might have been running away with this game. The kill feed is electric. The green is thriving. No one can survive the Wrath of Purge.
Oh, here you go. Gwyn put a tag in. Boing off the diving board, and he covers so much ground. Purge, what a route this is. He calls the TJ spawn as well. This is sensational. Purge on an absolute tear.
I mean, dude, even his headset right now is turned. Everything is going well. 18 and 6, and that is just the first set of rotations. A nutty moment now towards P1 where the SMGs get to thrive and fry. He was mapping people with the gun. You expected close range, gonna be unstoppable. There's number 20, and he's a kill or two off the cruise. This is his moment.
That's just absolutely staying on Purge until he gets it. That is that, son. No way. Gwyn ends it finally. A generational run from Purge to give his boys a substantial lead here on Vault. 30 seconds to go on P1. Eyes towards P2, and that's where your boy Purge is at.
I mean, I just can't believe that. I mean, just a kill off the cruise, how close he could have been. Carolina need to start to find some fight, and the SMGs deliver the opportunity. You want to get the remaining 15 seconds on P1, but I don't know if Cammy's going to give it to you. He's in the catwalk up above, but at least gets traded out. But the reinforcements for Carolina on this rotation, not quite going to be here, but wild spawns again. Second set of parallels we're going to get. And TJ, he's taking the fight. But all's well that ends well for Boston. They're going to have the setup around new.
Purge is 25-8. I mean, I'd like to, if you can hear us, if you can hear us, just go back to Purge. He's doing it all, man. He's got kills in mid.
26.
Slash is making a run. He's on 20. Just let's find out what Purge is up to. I just want to check in with the life of Purge. Stay with Purge. Stay with Purge. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He's off spawn, and he's about to get a 2-piece.
Hey, the one-man wrecking crew, except it's actually Cammy that sets him up. But now Purge, does he want to deal with spawners? Does he want to clock the spawn on the other side? He's going back and forth, waiting for the comms from his teammates to roll through. But there's number one. Vivid might just be free.
Told you. I told you.
Purge is unstoppable.
I told you he's getting a 2. It counts. It still counts. 15 seconds to go and a sensational P2 hold out of Boston Breach. Over towards the 3rd point, we are going. Carolina Royal Ravens with a lot of press.
Oh my
All right, just,
God.
everyone just calm down. Everyone just sit down. Take a breather. This is the Purge game. It's 29-9. It's MW2 all over again. We're there on, was it Skid Row? What was it? Well, I forget them. I don't know. It was disgusting. He's back.
Good nades as well. Don't know how. Oh, maybe he lands a little bit short. In the meantime,
Right.
I mean, Carolina just forced to go for these scrappy plays. Now you're going to look at, I mean, A, how good the shots are, but B, what you want to do when your teammates fall, get off the zone, reposition, get some kills, and try to pick it up after the fact. And maybe Purge centered on these kills. That is 3 down in the feed. You're not to block any of these spawns. They just cannot stop this, man. They can't stop this, man. 32 kills already and a massive lead for Boston. Carolina, you need something, and they got nothing. They can't handle anything. Now it's Snoopy that's behind you.
Hey, Snoopy's running upstairs backwards, like bumping into people. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll shoot you in the back. No problem. 169-70. I mean, this could be way worse. Nice work, Snoop. My word. He absolutely has that dog in him in this map. Purge, though. Check it. That guy's there. This is, if you don't, that's the only way to kill him. Shoot right in the back. It's the only way. Gwyn's been spotted out now. And Snoopy is so turned. It's unbelievable. Go for it. Viv is next. Quick turn. He's going to hop the stairs. He's going to kill it. Oh, he nearly didn't. It's unbelievable. All right, Ravens. This is the resolve we want. Uh-oh, here comes Awakening. Oh,
Wow.
Jesus. Okay, we're in.
I mean, they just have absolutely nothing going for them. Carolina cannot break the mold. They've just been taking a task. There's 3 in the feed, and Awakening is the last man standing, and he finally falls. They'll just play bully ball and go right through the front door. More kills for Purge. 36 in 13. Nameless has to be feasting right now.
Who's got him on the fantasy team? This is unbelievable. No way. Vivid off the top. Cammy picks it. 198.4. Gwyn, there you go. Douse the flames. Try to slow him down. Good luck, man. He's on one. Snoop's trying to push out. Awakening. What a snap on a Vivid. Not enough for it, but guess who's here? That's right. It's dead. Gwyn again with a nice piece on the Purge.
If Carolina find a way to start fighting back, it might just set Purge up for the record-breaking map because his pace has maybe slowed down a touch, but not that much. And if you're worried about rotations, which if you're a Carolina fan, you should be, Boston right now in plenty of control. Purge from the wings, though, doesn't dance with death. TJ there to drop him. The Purge, even if he's the main slayer, he'll bait for his teammates, too. Mr. Do-It-All, Boston with the SMGs. I mean, this is just a team of shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. Gwyn really keeping it together, though, for the Ravens. He's winning some mega bailout fights. Huge stuff here from Vivid. Backline safe. Hardpoint good. And 203 to 99. You need this so bad, Ravens. This is your series. Oh, my God.
Oh, they just lost the spawns off that one. Slasher, too easy of a read on the corner. And TJ, last man in the hill, and the swarm is there. A Boston Breach masterclass. Shout out to Purge. And frankly, Cam's having a great map too. Not too far behind. I mean, dude's got 30 kills and a 1 pump. But right now, the Trumps are just Carolina. Can't handle anything.
Hey!
This is destructive.
It's Purge. Can he get Gwyn as well? He gets it! It's unbelievable. Disgusting work out of Purge, and you're going to win the game here if you stay on the time. 2 plays out through Paul. Get a Cam. Finds the pair. Over to Vivid. Ow! Another from Cammy. It is an unbelievable map from Boston Breach. The final 10. We're going to gonna see another hard point, but Snoopy, sensational kills.
Dude, we got to see Carolina Ravens record before and after playing against Purge. 44-19. And dude, let Carolina fight back and let this man just break the record. This is 44 kills for a dominant win. Ravens were lucky not to get 100-point club. And if they fought at all, he would have dropped 60 on their foreheads. Purge owns Carolina.
That was unbelievable. Boston, Breach. Not just fantastic gameplay, cohesion as a team, but the warrior spirit in all four of those players. We just watched the Ravens have their souls torn from their bodies.
Dude, they might not get him back. I'm telling you, I needed a before and after record. It's like the simp 1v4, but in the opposite direction. What kind of spark is that going to be, or is their fire going to get put out? 44 kills for a game that only got up to 350 total points. It wasn't a nail biter. It wasn't close. It was a Purge destruction. That is the craziest map I think we've seen a player have all year. Purge might just be in the top spot.
That was true him moments. You can watch that one back. If you're Boston Breach as well, like, the scoreline was something. I mean, P3 was something. But Matt, you could park a cruise in between those two. That is a massive disparity. And again, it could have been worse. Shout out the Ravens for somehow finding a way to hold it together, because they were really, really getting beaten bad, man. That was an absolute bruising from Boston Breach. It's the best they've looked